Well, you've chosen the right person to be talking about retro. Sandown's one of the classics. We've had some great racing there over the years. I remember winning a race there in my Lotus 18. But I was watching the Tasman series there in the heydays of the Tasman series with Clark and Stewart, Graham Hill, Jack Brabham, who else? Phil Hill, John Surtees, Bruce. I don't know if I mentioned Bruce McLaren, Denny Hulme. So it's got a very, very rich history, Sandown. And yes, I have to say initially it was very strange being on a grid with Brabham and McLaren and Hulme. These people are very early days in Formula One, but it's only momentarily. And once you start racing, it's just another person you're racing against and you're trying to beat. Well, I've always believed, I still do believe, that if you really want to do something, and if you want to do it bad enough, you can succeed. Now, not everyone's going to be a world champion, but the great thing in motor racing, certainly nowadays, there are so many championships you can go and race in, some in America, but so many in Europe, so many FIA championships. There's a place for everyone, but you've got to be absolutely dedicated to what you're going to do. And it's easy to go overseas and get caught up in other things, partying, girls, whatever, and just lose track of where you're going. So the most important thing is just to remain absolutely dedicated to what you're doing, and I think that applies to any sport. When I was a young man racing in Australia, we were so far from the rest of the world. We were sort of isolated, I suppose. We developed our own type of racing and rules and categories, but now the world has shrunk. It's shrunk because travel is so easy now and so affordable that we're part of the rest of the world. It makes absolute sense that we should be adopting regulations and procedures that are of an international standard, which we've done. And that's really been one of my aims since I started at CAMS.